mom was supposed to be picking up the cousins, so I don't know.
When did they come into town?
Yesterday? Yeah, they came home last night. Whatever they say. I'm with them. I figured you did.
I did. Is this a sticker?
Want me to take it back off for you?
Yeah.
Sit down.
If we can have our three signees come up real quick, we need to get a picture of them before we get the ceremony started. I'll go over just a few things, couple of items. This ceremony is streaming on YouTube on the Hanna broadcast channel. So if you have folks that want to go back and watch a little bit later, Coach White and the broadcast journalism class are doing the broadcast. Coach White and the journalism class will also do pictures. The pictures will be shared later today in a Google folder. We'll share them with the email. That if you got the email from me, we'll share it back with all of you folks that you can view those pictures. You're more than welcome to take your own pictures as well during the ceremony, but Coach White will do something back there as well. We'll have Mr. Mayfield will come in and do the introduction. We'll have the coaches introduce the athletes. We'll turn it over to the athletes to do their little speech, and then we'll get pictures. The first picture we'll go through, we'll do family. We'll go Walker, and then Jackson, and then Reese, and then we'll reverse order and bring up teammates and friends and whoever else we can get pictures of. Today's ceremony is really just a photo op. It's lots and lots of pictures. We'll try to get as much done. It'll get a little chaotic once we get through that first wave when everybody talks. It'll just be lots and lots of pictures using the table. Take as much time as you need. Parents, get as many pictures you want. You can do pictures with them and just grandparents, them and just friends, them and just teammates. You can do, we'll use this space as much as possible. So without further ado, we'll turn it over to Walter Mayfield, and he will do our introduction.
Good morning. Today is a special and exciting day for Jackson, Reese, and Walker. These young men are making a major decision choosing where they want to continue their education and athletic careers at the collegiate level. This achievement is no accident. It's the result of years of hard work, commitment, and sacrifice. These student athletes have put in countless hours training, practicing, and proudly representing TL Hanna. At the same time, they've maintained strong academic performance to meet the standards of both their future colleges and the NCAA. We also recognize the parents who've supported them every step of the way, driving to practices, spending weekends at games, tournaments, and investing time, energy, and resources to help their children reach this moment. Today's achievement is a shared one. Well done, parents. Today we celebrate these student athletes as they sign their letters of intent, a rare honor that only a small percentage of high school athletes receive. We're proud of each of you and know you will continue to make T.L. Hanna proud. Congratulations, and go Jackets.
Our first signee this morning, we can have the Kelly family start making your way up here. Coach Jason Tone will do the introduction, but our first signee this morning will be headed to Walford to play football, and that is Mr. Walker Kelly.
Y'all didn't come to hear me, but I want to brag on Walker a little bit before we proceed. Walker is a special talent. As a sophomore, we called him up. He was one of the few, if the only sophomore that we called up on the varsity as a 10th grader to play wide receiver for us, and he did a great job for us at that. And he started out his career at Pony and at wide receiver, and eventually made his way to outside linebacker and tight end for us. You can tell that Walker's worked extremely hard. There's some things that God has gifted him with. Size, 6'4", 235 pounds. Those are some things that God blesses you with genetically. But what you don't see is the hard work that he puts in, all the days he lifts weights, all the homework that he does at night to make sure that his grades are right. The meal prep, all the meal prep so that you continue to gain weight. The nights that he goes home and does recovery for his body. All the visits that you go on that you have to take and things of that nature, and all the stress that comes along with that. Those are some things that you don't see that's behind the scenes that made him a special athlete. It wasn't just his on the field playmaking, but he took care of business off the field as well. He's a two-time All-Region. He's a Shrine Bowl selection, which means he's top 50 in the state. Which he'll go in 2 weeks to go play for in that, which I hate that I'm gonna miss that, but I know he's gonna do phenomenal there. He's All-State this year, I'm sure, because when you're selected Shrine Bowl, you're an All-State selection as well. So he's an All-State selection. He doesn't know that yet, but he is. And again, his talents on the field are tremendous. People, even the players here probably don't realize this, but they didn't run the ball to the field a whole lot because Walker was at the field. He was our field linebacker, so they spent most of their time running to our boundary when they decided to run the ball. And so that is a testament to Walker, taking away that side of the field and his talents on the field as well. He's going to play tight end, but for us to be successful, he had to play linebacker as well. Played 90-something snaps a game just about, which most people don't wind up playing that many. But he wound up playing 90-something snaps a game for us. A true teammate, a true we over me guy. We love you, Walker. I know you're going to be successful. I'm so proud of you. We can't wait to watch you in the future.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank my Lord Jesus, because for all his blessings, and none of this would be possible without him. Next, I'd like to thank my family, Sailor, and all of my friends for their support. I've been blessed with such a great support system. Thank you to T.L. Hanna, Coach Tone, Coach Hodge, and the rest of Hanna coaches for their guidance, opportunity, and commitment to my growth as a player and as a person. Thanks, Coach Rock, for the strength program and always having us ready to compete and grow. To Jay, Mill, and all my other teammates, our bonds will forever be strong. Doing this with y'all the past 4 years has been such a great experience. I'm forever grateful to do this alongside each of you. With that said, I'm honored and grateful to be given the opportunity to play at the next level, and I've decided I will be doing so at Wofford College. Thank you, Coach Watson, Coach Collins, and Coach Doolittle for this amazing opportunity. I'm ready to go to work. Go Terriers!
Our next signee will be introduced by head baseball coach Daniel Crenshaw. If the family can start making their way up. Signing with Lander University will be Jackson Robinson.
Days like today are always special, especially with such a team sport like baseball, that we can kind of step aside from that and really celebrate the individual for all his hard work and accomplishments and growth over the years. You know, Jackson's such a special talent that first on the scene as an 8th grader. You know, I remember talking with our coaches when he came up as an 8th grader, and it's like, you know, do we really want to give this kid a shot? And he took that shot and he ran with it. His very first start was across town, 6 innings, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts, no walks, and it was kind of then that we knew that we really had someone really special. He's been a 4-year starter already. He's never had, he's came on the scene as a pitcher. 3 of the 4 years he's had a sub-2 ERA. He's 15 wins. He's been a part of 3 region championships. He's been a part of 2 district championships. He's been a region player of the year. As a freshman, he beat the #1 team in the state in the upper state playoffs. So really just a special talent. Looking forward to having 1 more year with him this year and what he's going to accomplish this year. Jackson, super proud of you, how far you've grown, the kind of player that you are, the kind of person that you are. Speaks a lot to how, you know, your parents as well and how they raised you and brought you up. I know I speak not just for myself, but the other coaches as well. We're excited for you, proud of you. Wish you the best of luck. Congratulations.
First off, I want to thank my parents. Without all the time, effort, and money that they put in, none of this would be possible for me to be sitting up here. Second, I want to thank my coaches. I have 3 of them in here: Coach Crenshaw, my dad, and Coach Doug. You know, those are the 3 guys that pretty much taught me the most. And then lastly, my friends. You know, without their support, our team wouldn't have had the success we've had here the past 4 years. Thank you.
Look straight ahead first. Good. All right, good. Everybody look down when you sign. All right, you got 1 hug for him to do anything. Yeah, already final signee will also be introduced by Coach Crenshaw, playing baseball at Lander University, will be Reese Oakley.
Again, like I said with Jackson, it's such a special opportunity to get to recognize the individual and their accomplishments and their hard work and what they've done over the years to earn the opportunity to sign a letter of intent to play in college. So again, Reese is another guy that special player, special talent, that's been a member of our varsity team for 3 years, been a part of 3 region championships, been a part of a district championship. Reese's journey to this spot is kind of took a couple of turns, and he started as a freshman. We used him a lot out of the bullpen. I remember his freshman year in the district championship, we brought him in with a lead in the last inning, and he was able to get the final 3 outs to earn the save and to advance us to the next round. So we kind of moved in. This guy was a competitor that wanted to be in the moment, even as a 9th grader. The next couple of years, he continued filling that role, also serving time, catching behind the plate. And then last year, we transitioned into a new role. He started out as our closer again. Then with a couple of injuries, with a couple of changes that we had to make, we transitioned him into kind of an opener where we used him in the first inning or 2. And the next thing you know, we continued to increase those innings, and he became one of our frontline starters. And Reese, really appreciate you for accepting that role and growing in that role and pitching in really some big games for us. He's been a part of 56 wins over the past 3 years. Again, he's been a part of 3 region championships, a district championship. He's been a part of 5 wins. Individually, he's had 2 seasons where he's had sub 1.5 ERA. So again, really special talent. Looking forward to watching your career at Lander and how you continue to grow. Excited that we have you for 1 more season this year, and I'm looking forward to handing you the ball again and watching you. So I know, again, I said with Jackson, I don't speak for myself, but other coaches as well. We're proud of you. We're excited for you. Congratulations.
First off, I'd like to thank God for being my guide along this entire journey. I'd like to thank my parents for their unwavering support, money, time, and effort. I wouldn't be at this place without them. I'd like to thank all coaches, past, future, and present, for their support and knowledge along my journey. I'd like to thank the rest of my family and friends for all their support. Lastly, I'd like to thank Coach Burke and Lander Baseball for giving me the opportunity to play baseball at the next level. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Reese Oakley. At this point, this is where things will get a little bit more chaotic. We get a lot of pictures done. Students, just a reminder again, if you're on the list and you're here, you're good until 10:40 or so. So just please make sure. I'll be mindful to remind you when you have to head to class. We'll go back through. We'll go Reese and Jackson. We'll get a lot of the pictures. We'll start with their teammates and all and get that done, and then we'll call Walker up. Obviously, we can't fit the entire football team up here for one picture. We may do it we may do seniors first, may do line. We'll let Walker kind of pick through that. But families and all, just again, you'll be able to use this time to get as many pictures done. 3 signees before you leave today. I do need to get an interview with you so I can put that on the website as well. But things will get a little chaotic, everybody will kind of start moving around and all, but we'll get pictures done. Y'all want to go like senior baseball players first? So we'll start senior baseball players, start heading up here first, and the rest of the baseball team start kind of making your way over to the side. Thank you again for coming this morning, and we will get a lot of pictures done here shortly. All right, go seniors first.
Yes, sir. I was wondering I'd get plenty of first off. Like, before my socks. That's not true.
In front of the cameras.
On the people running.
Grandparents are heading up this way.
It's been a long journey, bro. I told you the same earlier.
Talk to at the game, thank goodness.
We're just happy we got so much food.
We will have it done.
What do we do? I don't know what to do. I was like, I don't have somebody tell me everything.
Jackson, everybody's good?
Like nothing was even happening.
No, Noah has made every single